Welcome back to Studio Chatter. 4 years on the air, 92 episodes, an average of 3 guests per episode. That's 276 guests, give or take, that have been at our table.
Did you just come up with those numbers?
I think Pete did.
Those are fun numbers.
Those are statistics.
276 guests. That's a lot of people from our community bring.
More importantly, 92 episodes. So I feel like when we hit 100, we could have Whitney come back and bring us more cake.
We could do that.
Another party. I like it.
Another reason to eat more cake.
I think that's only one episode away, right?
No,
Wait, 3 more guests.
7.
Oh, wait, 4 more guests.
Because it's not segments, it's episodes. Good thing she didn't come up with the numbers.
Come up with the numbers.
Right.
I'm a new girl.
And that's okay.
Okay, a few months away, and we could have another party.
All right. Let's start at your end of the table. Some memorable guests or guests for you.
Well, I had a few, and I didn't include my family members. I thought I'd branch out a little bit, but those two were fun to interview. I did. I had those on my short list, and they're fabulous people. All these are super great. Let's see, we'll just start over here, Elsa and Anna, because I think I got most starstruck with these two, which they are characters. They are real people, but they are characters. And honestly, it just lit up my night that night. When
I remember that.
You
were starstruck,
I was. Like when they came in, I started taking pictures. I looked back at my camera roll, and I'm taking pictures of like them walking in.
And you got pictures with just them?
Just pictures with them, and then they sing to me. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then we were able to go to the youth theater later with my grandkids, and I have video Natasha sent me that was just priceless of Noli just reenacting with those two, the whole schmear. And so it just brings back a lot of good memories.
Okay. That was the best ever.
Fun.
Actually going to watch it and then watching the littles in the front just taking
I mean,
it
she
all
was
in.
just, and then turned around to the crowd and just like, here I am, the next star is born. So I don't know, that just brought me back to like childhood or something, being those Disney princesses, and I don't know, it was fun.
It goes by fast.
It does.
Yep. Well, glad they can enjoy it.
That was a July episode because the youth theater was for Fiesta Days, correct?
Yes, correct.
So I will just go right into this. Yeah, this one is Fiesta Days. And of course, it's our favorite time of year. But when we have guests to just come and talk about their memories for Fiesta Days, this one is Amber Mendenhall, Ashley Stratton, and Lil Shepherd.
That was a good.
That was just fun. We went down memory lane with them, and it was just fun to hear their traditions and memories. And whenever we meet for Fiesta Days, and just talk about that celebration.
I still remember that flag story that he told about the rodeo. Wasn't that part of that episode?
Not in this one.
Not in that one. Oh, that one was a good one.
I don't think so.
At the rodeo, and then the flag started blowing at the very end when that choir came to sing.
Oh, that was John Mendenhall.
Yes.
So yes, another Fiesta Days one.
Yep.
So yes.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
fun.
that was fun. So that was one of my. When I came across that picture, I thought, oh.
And Fiesta Days is big in your realm.
Yeah.
Because of your job with the city
probably
and stuff.
all of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, well, I think the one that I have out here in front is Yehosh Bonner. And I know that he's been kind of at the forefront lately. I think his brother just was featured in the LA Film Festival, just was picked for one of the
Best
films at the film festival. So that's really cool. But I think for me in particular, just a lot of things that had stemmed from COVID was Black Lives Matter and inclusion and diversity, and just his take on how it impacted him as a coach and just in general. And you know, we don't have a lot of male guests anyway, and then when you have a Black guest and somebody who's willing to talk about
the hard stuff.
Yeah, the hard stuff. And so for me, that was super impactful, and I really love to talk about things that are making an impact, maybe if it's a political impact or something that's affecting us or the community at the time. So I thought that was super insightful, and I really liked what he brought to the table.
It was a good episode. I got very emotional with that one.
Yeah.
It just really hit.
And he was so gracious to be here with us.
He was.
And share his experience.
Yeah, he could have done the whole show.
things.
Like, it was just a lot of great
Amazing.
talk.
Yep.
Good
stuff.
Okay, well, let's come back over here. This is Bailey Nilsson, and she was one of my daughter's friends and was on drill team, and it was so fun to see her as a little girl growing up and dancing with them, and then come into her own and start a company, and just a local gal, and they have just gone so big. I love how detailed she is about it and how passionate she
Remind us the company.
Care Cleaning is her little company, and she kind of inspired me because me and Mel have been doing organizing and cleaning too, and so we would tend to refer a lot to some of her products that she would tell us to use and just the ways that she would do things, and I just loved her thoroughness. I'd love to see someone that I know succeed.
Right.
And do something fabulous, and it makes me always feel like, geez, I could do something. So, and someone I know, I can do that.
We had her on before COVID too, right?
We did.
Wasn't it like in March?
It was right before.
And then from what her mother-in-law told me, that like COVID has just helped their business like
boom,
be beyond their wildest expectations.
Yep. Oh, good.
It's been
like the
so
cleaning.
big.
Like at first, it was like people were nervous, like to allow them in, but then it's just everyone was at home. Everyone was like wanting the products. What can I do?
Yep.
So that's super good to know, because I wondered, because it could impact one way or the other. Like people would be either super worried about letting somebody into their home to do the cleaning, or they would be the opposite.
And they were so informational, is what I think that it was.
And I think because they came up with a product line,
yes,
that I remember her mother-in-law having to go over and help pack things. Yep. They were so backed up.
Because it wasn't just the in-house cleaning, it was more the product placement and the information.
She was fun.
Great to hear that. Okay, moving on.
Okay, we always love Connie.
Oh my gosh,
she's fabulous.
Yes.
Connie is so much fun, and I think she's been here probably once a year.
And our last birthday,
if not more, yes.
Oh yes,
she met us at the cookie.
Yes, she did. And she leaves us like with inspirational words.
Connieisms, love them.
Yes, she leaves, and we're just all.
You want to be a better person, or like make a difference, or do.
She makes you think deeply.
Absolutely.
So,
yep.
Connie for sure.
And another one that absolutely inspires us to be better people would be Wendy Osborne, Tappas Bay.
Oh, for sure.
Wendy for sure. And in fact, I'm forcing the family. That's not a good word. Not forcing. Asking them, yes, to do some service here in the very, very near future. So, inspiring us to be better people and giving back to the community. So, thank you, Wendy, for all that you do.
Oh, she's really amazing.
Okay, we're going to push back to you just because we have
really
limited
quick.
time here.
Okay, Whitney Lusk. I met her for the first time this year, and then I asked her if she would want to come sing at one of our football games, and she graciously said yes, and she was absolutely amazing, gorgeous. It was the hit of the show. Let me show you her.
And she left us with a CD, which I've listened to again and again and again.
Yep, it's amazing,
so
isn't it?
Good.
It is so
like if she doesn't go like big, I will be so surprised. Her voice is beautiful. Yep.
It's going to be. Okay, and I already kind of went over when we had Alpha as our co-host, and Angie came on to teach us how to gift wrap. I've always wanted to ask Angie, how do you gift wrap? But that's like a tacky question to ask a friend to like, please teach me your skills. Now I'm almost as good as her. Not quite,
she is.
but when I give people gifts, Natasha, they're like, your wrapping is so good.
They're
and I'm
like, was that Angie?
Studio Chatter, do you watch it?
Wow. So, you know what? We're getting into the holidays, so we may have to have a refresher because
Yes,
we should just a little something.
I still am lacking. Somebody, not naming names, fixed my tissue paper tonight. She was like, you still need some help. I don't know if anybody watches The Mandalorian, but this is not the way. And finally, Susan Chapman. She is great and inspirational in the community as well. She wrote the paperwork for mental health awareness. The grant. The grant. There we go. Yes, and so she has done so many things to help bring that program into the community. And I really even can't go grocery shopping without Susan in my head anymore. Like just making us so much smarter about COVID awareness and social distancing, when she kind of came and gave us that lesson when we were first being more COVID aware.
Like April-ish, May.
So I mean, the social distancing, I mean, it was in the beginning, it was like, really, it was super important to keep that distance. And we've become, I think, a little smarter, a little more aware of all those things. But Susan, that was really, really awesome in the beginning. So now I'm like, okay, you don't have to touch all of the cucumbers, just,
one.
Look with your eyes, pick one and move on. So I think she's amazing. I think she's super, super smart. Again, just thanks for all that you give out to the community. So every time I'm around Susan, I feel just a little more aware and a little more smart.
Well, what's fun is that we have 4 years behind us. You said 296 guests. To think
something
4 years,
something like that,
to like 4 years from now, just helping unite our community, share people's stories and projects and stores and everything with
businesses.
people.
I mean, there are just so many amazing people in this community.
It's kind of dumbfounding to think that it's just right here.
Yeah, I think us three are the lucky ones. We get to meet all these great people, sharing their stories, and get to know them.
In fact, just a little prelude to the next time we meet. I mean, there's a couple more things coming on the scene that I can't wait to share. A couple new people, couple new businesses. So I'm super excited for that too. All right, coming up next, we'll talk with a radio host and a cancer survivor. Stay with us.